The Spire Theater, located at 317 East 3rd Street in Jamestown, New York, has faced regulatory complications with their Nightmare Castle event, requiring them to rework the event so that it is in compliance with the requirements given to them by the Department of Labor. In an interview with Western New York News Now, Angelo Valentino Giuffre and Ilsa Giuffre, owners of the theater, discussed how they were informed on Wednesday by the Department of Labor that anything that would amuse or startle eventgoers while they were in motion was strictly prohibited without the proper permits and regulations. This severely affected the Nightmare Castle event, as they would not be able to meet those regulations on such short notice, and multiple parts of the event would be in violation of what they were told by the Department of Labor inspectors.
We've been informed that unless we are able to acquire the proper permits, which we are not able to do by tonight, we have to refrain from amusing or startling people while they are traveling through the building by foot or conveyance. So they have to stay seated, which in and of itself is a little bit creepy. You can't run, you can't hide, you have to stay seated while these ghouls come to you.
But if you're scared, all you have to do is stand up, and they have to drop to the floor. So you're protected. If you're seated, we can do anything we want. Not really.
With people coming to the event from several different places, some up to a 2-hour drive, the couple was unwilling to give up and instead fell back on the adaptability gained from their extensive theater background.
When we got word, it was late Wednesday night, we had an idea we weren't going to be able to operate the haunted house the way that we had intended, and we just immediately went into creative mode. Like that's our way of responding to challenges. We don't just throw our hands up. We thought, let's get creative, let's do something. People might not know it's canceled, they might drive in from far away. Let's provide a show. And that's what we've done for 20 years. We're show people, and
show must go on.
Yep.
Yeah, the big thing that really made us realize we can't just cancel the event was knowing that people were driving from Buffalo, Erie, Oil City, Watertown, Pennsylvania to come to this. And if they didn't get word that we had canceled or changed the event, they might drive 2 hours to get here and then just see a canceled sign on the front door. And we didn't want that. We wanted, if they're gonna come here, for us to at least give them an option to have some kind of entertainment. And we and all of the actors involved have worked really hard to try to make sure that you are thoroughly entertained when you come to the event, and hopefully very scared.
But we did want to get the word out that it's not the same thing. So if people didn't expect what's happening tonight, anyone who's bought pre-sale tickets, they can submit for a refund if that's not what they're looking for. We want to hope that people will still give it a chance and open their minds and want to see what we've created instead.
They spent the entire night coming up with a script for a performance that would bring the haunted house to seated patrons so that they would be in compliance with what the inspectors had told them.
Tonight we are having a haunted event. It is an integrated, immersive theatrical experience. It's the third version of our...
The third incarnation of Nightmare Castle.
Third and final version of Nightmare Castle. And what we have done is we're calling it kind of an inside-out haunted house, where the patrons will not walk through a path with ghouls and things jumping out at you. What will happen is people will come in and be seated in this large theater here, and I don't want to give away too much of what's going to happen, but they will have an experience where the haunted house comes to them. So that's kind of how we're explaining the experience that will happen tonight.
They are proud and excited of what they managed to achieve on such short notice, and the overwhelming consensus from those in attendance has been very positive.
It's a pretty cool experience. We've done it the last couple of nights. We've had a few hundred people come through, and everyone seemed to really have a good time. There's a lot more laughter than scares, I've noticed.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's as scary, because you're not walking down a dark hallway, you don't know what's coming next, but you're seated in the theater and you don't know what's coming next.
Angelo and Ilsa also discussed a few other upcoming events that the community can look forward to. Next Saturday, on November 4th, there will be a performance by Dawn of the Buffalo, with the Probables as the opening act.
We're really excited to have Dawn of the Buffalo back next Saturday.
November 4th.
November 4th.
Yeah, a week from today. Dawn of the Buffalo and the Probables.
The Probables are opening for Dawn of the Buffalo. That's a really fun event. Tickets are on sale. They're on our website. And that's,
InspireJamestown.com.
that's a yearly event. They come back every year, and that's one that we really look forward to.
Yeah, it's a really fun event. It's like a big family reunion. All these people just fill in the theater and have, a good old party, basically.
Yeah,
Fun.
It's a good concert.
And on November 18th, there will be the second installment of their Backstage Jam series at Studio Metro, which is at the backside of the theater, with surprise guys set to make an appearance.
And then a week or two after that, on November 18th, we have the second installment of our Backstage Jam series in Studio Metro on the backside of the building, featuring surprise guys this time. It's a really fun event too. It's a very intimate setting, and we film the whole concert in front of a live studio audience, and the audience gets to be kind of part of the show.
It's similar to like a mix between sort of a behind the music, if people remember that, when, the MTV, VH1
Yeah, or
days.
storytellers.
Yeah, like storytellers or
Unplugged.
yeah, it kind of has that vibe while also incorporating a radio show type of theme where the audience is involved too.
Yeah. If you like tiny desk concerts on YouTube
Yeah,
or
got that.
Jam in the Van, you'll like this.
Tickets for those events and any other events they host can be found at InspireJamestown.com. The Spire Theater, Studio Metro, and Backstage Jam can all be found on Facebook as well. They finished the interview by reiterating their love and gratitude for the community, emphasizing that they couldn't do all that they do without the support that they receive.
We love you guys, and we love our community for coming out and supporting our theater. It's an important message to get out there.
It is an
We
important
can't
message.
do what we do without you guys. So we appreciate our community, and we've been doing this for a long time and couldn't do it without all of you.
And it's why we do this, because we love our community and we want to give the community an opportunity to do something with your family. This is, for tonight, what's left of Nightmare Castle. It's a really awesome opportunity for families to get together and do something fun.